Unbelievable! That is a dream goal!
They found it! They finally found the goal they were looking for!
What a finish that is! Do not scratch your eyes! This is really happening!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Game and Frame broadcast, coming to you live from the Sousa Sports Complex in Central Islip. My name is Francis Argueta with you for a fantastic final in the UPSL Northeast American North Conference. Our two best teams of the season have made it to the end, as first place and undefeated New York Renegades host one-loss second place Red Hook FC. It is a battle to decide a league champion and an entry into the round of 32 of the national playoffs. Renegades are looking to repeat as champions of both. They won their first national championship last season and are making their first defense of the title. These two sides already faced once in the regular season. Jason Solano's hat trick and a dominating defensive performance handed the champions a 3-0 victory at home. Red Hook, however, are coming off a commanding 5-1 win versus third place Osners FC, thanks to a pair of braces from Muntaha Kali and Almadi Yusufi. They look to use their momentum to dethrone the champions. And we are in for a classic, and I, for one, cannot wait to get things started. We'll have the lineups and kickoff of this duel next on Game and Frame.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
And we are just about ready to get things going here from the Central Islip Sousa Sports Complex for the final, the championship. And there is the whistle we were waiting for. It is game on Game in Frame, 8:36 p.m. Eastern Time. We have the hosts, the defending champions in black. That is the New York Renegades, the 1 seed, the undefeated team in the division, in the conference. And they're hosting Red Hook FC and Red and White. Just 1 loss and 9 wins. 10 if you count last week's against third place Oscars FC. And we are set for what is going to be an exciting, thrilling, and exhilarating final in the Northeast American North Conference. The fans have sure brought the energy to get this game started. Renegades start in possession. There is the captain, Matheus Cariel, the engineer in midfield, looking to cross it and set it up on the other side of the field for Eric Turcios, who's making a rare start for the season. Turcios goes down, and we get our first foul of the match. In net for the defending champions, it is Eric Edwards. And there's a back four of Christian Garcia, Jason Solano, Leo Foya, and Dylan Woods. The midfield, a consistent one and an effective one. Milton Campos, and just above him, Oscar Rivas and Matheus Cariel. The top three, like I said, the one change will be Eric Turcio up top at right wing. Other than that, we have Sebastian Ruiz and Junior Rosero up top. Here comes a cross by the captain, headed away by the defense. And it lands to Milton Campos, who scored the game winner versus New York Empire to bring us here. But down the other way, it was Yusufi trying to make a run for it. And looks like a late foul was called on a challenge over here on this other end. Yassin Siri Aissa starts in goal for Red Hook FC. They have a back four of Ensa Sane, Isa Acha, Musa Danso, and Muntaha Kali. It is a 4-4-2, so they have 4 midfielders: Stefano Campisi, Navruz Shukrev, Ahmed Abaza, and Jerry Tagliavia. The front two will be the powerful duo of Harry Sanki and Elmari Yusufi. We have 2 teams very capable of netting multiple goals throughout this game, so it's going to be exciting. It's going to be very much determined by who can score the most goals in today's affair. They both face 2 defensive powerhouses on the table in their semifinal matchups to get to this final. Renegades defeated New York Empire by a score of 2-1 in extra time. Junior Rosero got things going in the first half in that game. Mason Chetty with the equalizer for Empire, and they had to do it in the 100th minute when Milton Campos scored off a header during a corner, and that solidified yet another final appearance for New York Renegades. And Renegades get the first corner of the match. Sebastian Ruiz, ever so lethal, putting pressure early on in this match, wins his side a corner. The sides prepare for this set piece to be taken. Here comes the incoming cross. Is a low one. And as you can see, this turf is a slippery one after the rainfall from today. We'll see how that plays a factor in this one. Luckily for us, the rain has stopped, at least for now. And here comes take 2 from Sebastian Ruiz. This one, better cross. Looking for a header, deflected away from the defense. And it still lands for Renegades. They like to keep the possession alive. And Ruiz is able to do just that. Long distance effort from Ruiz. And it's a punch away from the goalkeeper. Not comfortable at all. Yusufi down the other way. Has Harry Sankey up top for support, but they are outnumbered. Yusufi still didn't choose the right option there. Milton Campos intercepts easily. That play would have been offside if Rosero did get there. Sidi Isa communicating with his back line to get things in order. Here's Danso. Solano not fooling around. As mentioned in their introduction, he had a big game the last time these two teams faced. Scored a hat trick in their 3-0 win versus Red Hook FC. And not only that, they won their last 4 meetings against this same Red Hook squad. Last time Red Hook was able to defeat them was 1-0 back in September of 2024. So it's been a while. But they have aspirations for more. They look to get into the national championship. Something that Renegades is all too familiar with. And they will look to defend their title. And that's a great clearance, found the wide open Matheus Cariel now going out wide, and he's not able to place the ball where it needed to be for Ruiz, who was wide open. At any given moment, these balls, when well placed, Ruiz, a powerful and mighty fast left winger, will put threat in the back line of Red Hook. Edwards with a big time save in that game against Empire. As I called it last weekend, one of the best saves I've seen all season. He saved for a good time to do so. Ruiz is sprinting down left wing, being defended one-on-one by the defender, trying to put a cross in, doesn't get past the defense, and is cleared away for what is going to be a throw-in. Muntaha Kali, the defender on that occasion, looks like it's actually out for a corner. From our vantage point, it looked like it was going to be a throw-in, but it is a corner. Looking to take it quickly. Here comes the incoming Garcia with plenty of time to time his cross. And he's not able to get past the first man. Headed away, but only as far as Cariel. Looking to time it. Blocked right away by the defense. An eventful first few minutes down this other side of the field for Renegades. They always look to impose their threat early on in the match. High tempo offense. Campos being defended right away. Woods. And that's gonna almost get past. The incoming Turcios was looking to see if that was gonna get past the defender, but Red Hook is able to maintain possession, look to go the other way. Abaza looking for Sankey. And Garcia, well positioned to take care of that. Now Campos the other way. Ruiz being granted the space down this left wing to start this game. You're playing with fire if you do that for too long. And now here's Cariel. The 1-2 didn't work there because there was nobody there to receive it. Well placed balls here now by Milton Campos over to Ruiz, and now the overlapping run by Garcia, who's not able to keep it in play. It'll go out for a throw-in for Red Hook. And today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. We thank Umbro for their support all season long. Solano read that well. Abaza. Ooh, Abaza, nice footwork there to force the foul. A switch of the field over by Kali. And here comes Red Hook. Brooklyn's finest down the left wing, trying to put a cross into the box. Garcia forced to make the clearance, only as far as Ahmed Abaza. And now Campos looking to send it up forward for Junior Rosero. The flag is staying down so far. It looks like the center forward is onside, now putting a cross into the box. Deflected right away. Rosero always a threat. Again, coming off a goal in their last game to open things up right around this time in the match. And now this is looking for Ruiz, but safely into the hands of the goalkeeper, Sidi Aisa. You hear the countdown from the main official, trying to avoid giving away a corner there. And Red Hook trying to drop it down for their offense. Instead, Campos sends it down the other way over to Ribas, gets around a tackle, gets around another, gets fouled. That could be our first yellow, and it is for Abaza. I believe that was Ribas. If not, Turcios I saw running down the other way. And our first booking comes in the early stages of the first half. Here's Tagliavia. Kali with the long ball. First 13 minutes down in the first half, still no score between New York Renegades and Red Hook FC, playing for the final of the UPSL Northeast American North Conference. Winner of today's game will head into the national playoffs. Cariel over to Ribas. Red Hook putting early pressure down the other way as well. Looking to capitalize off a potential mistake. Again, slippery turf. You'll see it become a factor as the game progresses. On and off precipitation all day here on Long Island. Ribas with time to decide who to send it to. Chooses Rosero. Ruiz looking for the acrobatic pass, back pass I should say, but it lands to Red Hook. And now a through ball down the other way. Looks like the linesman was getting prepared to raise his offside flag, but it goes out of play anyway. Don't sleep on this Red Hook offense. Harry Sankey, a well-established forward in the league. And again, El Mahdi Yusufi coming off a brace and their game last weekend against Ossers. Ribas serving the field. Back pass, but it rebounded in his favor. This one almost lands to Rosero, not able to keep it in possession of the black team for today's game. Now being sent up the field. Solano well placed once again. Oh, Cariel's not able to handle that in it. A lucky bounce there for the midfielder as he goes up the pitch. Neither side able to connect on these passes. But here comes Ahmed Abbas. Oh, and there he falls down. Solano comes out on top. And now he goes down the other way. Goes in Rivas' direction. Now further out wide to Sebastian Ruiz. Ruiz cutting outside. And Red Hook looking to slow things down and maintain possession for at least a little bit. Isa Acha over to Sané. Abaza. Over to Cali, the right back with the brace in the last game as well. Now over to Tagliavia. Cali, good ball up top, but Foya's right there to handle. And a clearance by Solano. Danso. Solano dropping that down for Campos. Nearing the 20-minute mark, still no score between our sides for today. And here comes Red Hook with Shukrov. Over to Yusufi. Sliding challenge by Solano, but Red Hook still maintain possession. Yusufi gets it back. Solano, an even better slide tackle this time around. And Red Hook have a throw in. And the defender is still down. Just needed to take an extra second there to get back up. Red Hook seems to have a play here in mind off of this throw-in. We might see a long throw into the box, and let's see how Renegades defends it. Lofted inside, flicked over. Cariel with the clearance. And that's the man you want on the ball if you're Renegades with this speed. Sebastian Ruiz, 101 with this defender. Cutting inside versus Tagliavia. Rosero's able to keep it in possession, but the incoming challenge by Red Hook sends it out wide. Not for long. Here comes Rivas. And now an oncoming running by Dylan Woods. Edge of the box to Ruiz. Still alive. And a whistle is blown. Looks like a foul, dangerous play maybe, as the ref made the pantomiming action there. Might have made contact with the head. Just like Renegades were planning to attack. Unlucky with the whistle. This is Isa Acha. Sané. A switch to the side over here to Christian Garcia. Back to Garcia it goes. Humid weather here from Long Island. but it could be worse. Cloudy and rainy weather throughout the day. We expect more of the same for tomorrow. For now, no precipitation. And that is deflected by Abaza. Now going down the other way, putting a good ball down the left side of the pitch. Here comes Red Hook. One-on-one with Foya. Comes the forward. Nice juke inside. Now a shot and a diving stop by Eric Edwards. Forces the corner down the other way. What a move there by the forward for Red Hook to force an intervention from the goalkeeper. There's a reason why this Red Hook squad ended with 9 wins on the regular season. Only one team bested them all year, and it is the one they're facing today. The one they lost to earlier in the season, their one loss of the season. Can they avenge that now? Here comes the incoming corner from Red Hook, deep inside the box. Cali, first one to it. And Renegades with the clearance, but it lands to Cali once again. And almost caught out of position, but too strong of a touch there by the left back. Acha, back to City Isa. Long goal kick. That may land here for Sukrev, I believe, putting a cross into the box. Oh, and there's a foul there on Dylan Woods, it looks like. And make sure to tune in to our games happening tomorrow, Sunday, June 28th. UPSL National Final taking place at 2:30 p.m. Met Oval U23 faces Rio Central New Jersey at 6 p.m. in the League for Clubs Northeast Conference. All those games you can find on your Game in Frame broadcast now on YouTube. Here comes the throw-in for Rivas, surrounded right away, but is able to get around the challenges. And now out wide it goes to Garcia. Back to Garcia with a great ball by Ruiz, and not the best cross by the fullback. An animated crowd here for the home side. Fans very much aware of what's at stake here. Oh, and there's a slip by Garcia, but he's able to recover. An accidental stomp of the foot, it looks like, off of that slip. That was Shukrev. Garcia is able to get back to his feet as we resume play from this free kick position. Sliding challenge there, almost deflected right into the path of Garcia, but instead it'll go out of play for a goal kick for Red Hook FC. Looking to pull off a big win and an upset in most people's eyes, but again, these teams were separated just by one loss. 1 loss for Red Hook, and a draw for Renegades in the last game of the season that occurred versus Braveheart, the heated rival of the 1 seed. And that is put into the direction of Renegades. Not sure if that was a crosser or shot, but either way, that did not pan out the way it was intended. It'll dribble out of play for a goal kick once again. These two sides have faced in the playoffs before. Renegades beat Red Hook by a score of 4-1 in October of the quarterfinals last season. So a big chip on the shoulder of Red Hook for many reasons. This Renegade squad seems to dominate their matchups as of late. They're playing at home with the crowd fully in support. But so far, this is an evenly played game up to this point. Big save of the game was against Eric Edwards' net, so Red Hook is attacking. They drop it down here, but the offside flag is raised. And we thank you all for tuning in to your Game and Frame broadcast, where we're aware of the big-time World Cup matches taking place as we speak. Colombia versus Portugal. Later on, Argentina plays Jordan, I believe, and Austria play Algeria. Quarterfinals slowly taking shape for the World Cup. Foya looking to switch the field over to Ruiz. Defended well by Kali. Garcia. That takes the deflection out of play for another Renegades throw-in. Woods over to Turcios, fouled near midfield. I asked for the Red Hook sporting director. That's Adam Marku, for a comment for the broadcast. What did you want the world to know about your team? And maybe tongue-in-cheek, maybe not. He said, we're the best team in the league. They have a chance to prove that today. This game must win, must end with the winner. Long ball looking for Turcios. Sidi Aisa out wide to Kali. Shukro. Kali with the long ball. Campos to it first. Campos again. Shukro over to Yusufi. Campizi. Stefano Campizi once again. Handball on Kali. Campisi sporting the number 7, formerly of the New York Greek Americans. Very well established forward and midfielder across a couple different leagues here in New York. Abaza goes down after an incoming challenge by Renegades. That seemed to really sting the midfielder. So far, the only man booked in this match. And a drop ball as Red Hook play from the back. Here is Shukrov. Solano, incoming sliding challenge. Almost landed in Red Hook's favor. We're across the half-hour mark of the first half. Still no goal to divide our contenders here for the UPSL, Northeast American North Championship. Campisi looking to send Tagliavia. Too strong of a ball that time. Garcia over to Solano. Leo Foya. Now the whole back line has touched it as Dylan Woods makes his way up the pitch from right back, passes it to Rivas, who gets taken down, who takes his opponent down, I should say, and wins his side the first yellow card. So all even in the yellow card count. One for each side, both in midfield. Campisi. Here comes a cross. Renegades first to it. And looks like they're setting up another play here for a long throw-in. Clearly well practiced in practice. Let's see if they can execute it on the pitch. And a little bit of deception there as it's taken shortly over to Campisi. And now another cross. Looking for a header at Eric Edwards is to it first to deflect it away for a corner. Now, what can they do from the corner kick position? Here comes the cross again, way above everybody. It lands to Cali. Almost the same exact result as the first time they tried this. Cali not able to execute the cross. Abaza with the cross. It gets past the first defender. Red Hook still threatening down this other way. There's another cross. And it dribbles across the box. And they point to another corner. Renegades not convinced. But the main official made his decision. So too did the linesman. And another incoming cross from Red Hook. Stefano Campisi from the corner kick. Another good cross, looking for a header. He finds it, but it's way above the crossbar. And it'll be just a goal kick for Eric Edwards, I should say. Suddenly, City Isa has been seeing the least amount of the ball down his side of the pitch, as Red Hook has been looking to strike first. We have about 10 minutes to go at regular time of the first 45 minutes in this match. Cariel avoiding incoming challenges, looking for the ball to Ruiz. The goalkeeper's off his line. Wouldn't have mattered anyway, as this linesman rose his flag for the offside. A big risk for the goalkeeper. And it looks like it was going to work in his favor. Kali sending the ball up top. Almost lands for Yusufi. Solano seems to have seen more of the turf than standing on his feet in this one. And it lands for Sankey, but almost temporarily. Hazan Garcia looks to get it out of harm's way, but he's not able to do so just yet. Red Hook continue to put on the pressure on the champions. Referee starting to lose his patience with these set plays from the throw-in position. And now the cross. Put back into the box. Solano dribbling himself into danger. And he managed to earn his side a goal kick. It has not been a comfortable match yet for the champions. Red Hook certainly made the statement in their semifinal matchup versus Osners, defeating them by a score of 5-1. For perspective, this same Renegade squad played that Osners team. A very tight game. Won in the last few minutes of the match. I believe it was Rosero who sealed the win for their side. It was either Rosero or Rances, if my memory doesn't fail me. And they won that game by a score of 2-1. This deflects out. Couple of options. Woods looking to get on the receiving end of that cross. And again, the turf claiming some victims here as Campbell slipped there. Still Red Hook ball. Muntaha Kali scored the first 2 goals of that match versus Osners within the first 10 minutes. Strong defensive side, and this Red Hook squad was able to make it a statement. And this bounces in Red Hook's favor. No foul called by the referee. And Renegades now looking to make them pay. Ruiz forced to go back. Back to Solano. Over to Foya. That's a strong pass. Foya's able to keep the possession alive with that sliding challenge. And Rosero looking to turn it around and put it back into the net, but it's deflected right away, and Red Hook will look to go the other way. Red Hook attacking with Yusufi once again. Yusufi goes down near the touchline. Could this be another yellow card? Looks like it's just a foul for now as Solano pleads his case. And with just 5 more minutes to go in the first half, we're still awaiting our first goal of the match. What will Campisi come up with on this occasion? A lot of movement in the box here for Red Hook. It's taken short. And Campisi now with the cross. Deflects out. Still anybody's ball. Campos is to it first. Campos now looking to start the counterattack opportunity here for Renegades. Garcia looking to switch the field over to Rosero. Rosero drops it down. Ruiz worth time. Almost too perfect. Not on target, but the threat was imminent for Renegades. You had the exact person you wanted to finish that opportunity, but Ruiz not able to keep it on target. Here's Sané, who goes down. Danso dribbling up the pitch, looking to send it to Sankey. Sankey will get it. One-on-one with Solano, waiting for support. He finds it in Shukrov. And a dangerous tackle there by Solano. Very high kick, and it looked like he made contact with Shukrev in his midsection there. How that's not a yellow, I don't know. Very dangerous tackle there by Solano, who's still down on the ground. And somehow the referee blew the whistle against Red Hook. And I must have not seen that right then, because for me, it looked like Solano sunk his cleats into the forward on that occasion. Just a few minutes left in this one for the first half. First place Renegades hosting second place Red Hook FC in the final of the division. Still no goals to decide a winner in this one. Of course, you know, if things remain level after 90 minutes, we'll see 30 more for extra time. 1 more minute left here in regular time. Solano. Cadiel looking for the long ball, looking for Dylan Woods. Does he have the speed to get there? A challenge there by the defender forces the corner. Sané right where he needed to be there with his speedy fullback, sometimes right winger, can potentially play midfield as well. Today he has starting right back duties. Ruiz in charge of this corner. Last few seconds of the first half, and the ref has blown his whistle to put a pause on things here, to give a talking to. Jockeying for possession and position. And finally, here it comes. The corner from Ruiz. Into the box line, drive. Amara to it first. Amara Baza. And that goes out of play. We get our whistle to put an end to the first 45 minutes of the game. Still scoreless. We await the invitation of the goal. And we'll have to wait for the second half for that to be. It is Renegades. It is Red Hook. And the second half kickoff will come your way next on Game and Frame.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
And we are just about ready for the second half kickoff here from Central Islip Sousa Sports Complex between first place New York Renegades, second place Red Hook SC, to determine a final winner and a champion of the Northeast American North Conference of the UPSL. It ended scoreless for the first half. Rare score for either of these sides who pride themselves in scoring. But no one has been able to breach the men in net. Both had their chances. And here is the whistle to get things going. Game on Game and Frame here from Sousa. Renegades in black start with the second half possession. Red Hook are in red and white. Doesn't look like there's any changes to either lineup. If we notice something, we'll let you know. But for now, here comes a long ball from Campos. And the flag or foul brought an end to that possession. Now Red Hook get the ball back. 9:35 Eastern Time here on Long Island, New York, for this final that is going to make us aware of who's going into the national playoffs. Abaza, the only player in red with the booking in the first half. Oscar Ribas, his opponent, as well in a yellow card club, as Red Hook go forward with Campisi looking to put it across the box. Renegades well positioned to defend that one. Ruiz avoids one challenge, avoids another, now gets the whistle in his favor. And it's taken quickly over to Cariel. Cariel looking for Rosero, guarded well. Defense has surely focused their attention on the center forward, oftentimes leaving Sebastian Ruiz on the wing with plenty of room to operate with. Rosero shielding that ball there. Back it goes to Leo Foya, who makes the start at center back over often captain Samuel Cáceres. Here comes across and finds Rosero, and a diving, sliding challenge forces the corner in a critical stage of this early second half. And now Ruiz will put in a cross. Red Hook with their set plays in the first half. Let's see what Renegades can come up with from this position. First corner of the second half. Across the box. Cariel doesn't make the contact he was looking for. Rosero keeping it alive. Over to Cariel. Now over to Ruiz, who's not able to keep it in play. Runs out of room. And it'll be a goal kick for City Isa. Incoming goal kick for Yusufi. It lands for Cariel. Cariel goes down in midfield. Show of sportsmanship there by Yusufi. The forward scored a brace in the last matchup against Osners and was able to power through that defensive back line that gives almost every team in the conference a hard challenge. Campos over to Cariel. Yusufi drops it down for Campisi. Campisi is able to avoid Cariel. And Turf Monster claims another. Here comes Yusufi with some room to operate. Tried the no-look pass, didn't work that time. Now out wide to Kali. Kali over to number 13, now for a cross. It's kept alive, incoming run there by Red Hook, still alive, and another shot goes above the crossbar. And looks like we will have our first subs of the game take place around the 5-minute mark of the second half. The sub does take place. If I'm not mistaken, it's Kali who comes off. Tagliavia drops down to take his spot at right back. Kali coming off a 2-goal performance against Osners as well. In the meantime, Renegades look to send the ball above the defense. And the ball that was sent forward looking for Yusufi. He's almost able to get there if it's not for Solano. And Solano draws the contact and wins his side a free kick. And today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. The player for Red Hook is able to come back to his feet after that challenge on Solano. Looks like he took the brunt of that tackle he imposed on the defender. Here is Edwards over to Leo Foya. Campos. That manages to get past the body of men. Defender is able to secure that for Red Hook. And now down the other way, here is Harry Sankey down the left side. Looking to take on 2 of men in black. But Solano intercepts the pass. Ribas intercepted on the other way now. Yusufi looking to carve himself some room, goes down. Not giving up on the play, putting pressure on the defense for Renegades. Forces that interception. Now Campisi testing his foot. Block right away. Renegades have numbers. Ruiz dribbling down the right side of the pitch. Dylan Woods, the overlapping run. And Sané right where he needs to be. Still alive though, Woods winning it back. Going back down after that challenge. And Red Hook look to form some offense of their own. Yusufi doesn't see the incoming challenge by Ruiz. Back and forth duel. In the battle for the championship, but also to see who's going to score our first goal of the match. Turcios is caught offside there as he seemingly has switched sides with Sebastian Ruiz. fairly even matchup to this point between first and second place in the conference. A reminder that Renegades has won the last 4 meetings between the two sides and won their only meeting this season by a score of 3-0. Yusufi dribbling down the left side of the pitch, called for the offside. Campos. Plenty of options on the bench for Renegades, as they have messed around with the starting lineup today. Francisco Flores starts a lot of the season at right back. Here comes a cross for Red Hook. Solano's first to it, and is forced into the corner. Red Hook clearly has spent a lot of time practicing these set pieces in training. Let's see what trick they have up their sleeves this time around. Stefano Campisi will be in charge of executing this corner kick. Coach Edison Sanchez giving orders from the bench. Here comes Campisi's cross. It's a good one. Looking for a header. And into the hands of Edwards. Flowing right away over in Ruiz's direction now. Looking to switch direction to Rosero. And Campos, plenty of room to make his way up the pitch. Over to Rosero it goes once again with a cross. And the clearance from Red Hook's back line. Ruiz goes down, no free kick, but a throw in for Renegades. Neither side has established complete dominance of this match. Edwards. Over to Cariel. Different paths to get to this stage of the season for these two sides. In their semifinal matchups, it took extra time for Renegades to win off of Milton Campos' header in the 100th minute of their match versus New York Empire. And Red Hook FC were up by a score of 2-0 within the first 10 minutes of the match. And their semifinal matchup with third place Oscars FC. Ribas. Woods. Cross. In the box. Kept alive. But offside. Sankey. Renegades attacking down the wing. Across the box, Rosero. Critical position. Not the clinical finish that we expect from the center forward. And Red Hook lived to see another day. And their clean sheet hopes remain alive. Looks like another sub is going to take place here for Renegades. Eric Turcios will make way for the sub to take place. And Cameron Blyce comes in sporting the number 42 to take his spot. Leo Foya. Woods looking for the incoming run from Blaze. Recently subbed on. City Isa forced into action. And right away, Campisi able to avoid the challenge by Woods. Kept alive for Red Hook. Not for long. Solano's been everywhere on defense for today's match. Looking to put a cross over to Ruiz, who's able to use that speed to keep it in play. Dribbling past his defender, putting it into the box. Deflected back to him. Now out wide to Garcia. Ruiz, Garcia inside the box, across the box, and it's a goal kick. Renegades starting to come alive as the game progresses. '61st minute of the match as we continue to await our first goal of the match. Sufi wins that duel, but nobody there to receive it. Looks like number 17, Youssef Afif, was the player that was subbed on a while back for the injured Cali. Here come Renegades again. Back pass. 1-2 as Ruiz almost found the back of the net. Abaza under pressure, but cool and calm. Here come Red Hook. Blaze. Now Campos. Over to Rosero. Cariel. Back to Rosero. Looking to send it back to Cariel, but intercepted by Red Hook. And we are not accustomed to this scoreline when it comes to these two sides, but it's a example of how tight, compact, and evenly matched this game has been. And now Red Hook look to break that even with Youssef going, sprinting down the left side, cuts inside around the Solano, sliding challenge, clean according to the referee. And now Renegades look to attack with Milton Campos. More subs to be for Renegades as they clearly sense that a change needs to be made to put these shots on target and into the back of the net. Oscar Rivas is the player that'll make way. Angelo Quintanilla comes on in his place. Cariel. And that wasn't well executed. Given right back to Red Hook. If things remain the way they are now, we will see extra time being played here for a second straight week for Renegades. Solano has been quite the impactful player when it comes to versing this side. As I mentioned in the first half, the defender scored a hat trick the last time these two faced in the regular season. Today, he's making himself ever present on defense. Cameron was making that run and it wasn't able to be timed. As another offside possession for Renegades. And another sub will come into play for Red Hook. Harry Sankey, the forward, will make way for this sub to take place. A change of strategy, a change of formation potentially as well. Rio Koizo, number 8, is the player that comes in his place. And that ball was not well placed. Intercepted right away by Renegades. Cariel goes down in midfield. He's asking for the yellow. Referee just a talking to is all. Abaza, the only player with the yellow card for Red Hook. Lucero looking to flick that on for Puerto. Quintanilla not on the same page. And that was intercepted right away by Blaze. Rosero putting it across the midfield. Cariel with the flick on over to Ruiz, and that was too strong of a touch for the winger. The field certainly coming into play with the wet conditions. About 23 minutes left of the 90. City Isa sending it up the pitch. Solano recovering for Renegades. And we have tune-in games for you tomorrow, Sunday, June 28th, as we had the UPSL National Final at 2:30 p.m. Also tomorrow, Met Oval U23 faces Real Central NJ at 6 p.m. in the League for Clubs Northeast Conference. All those games you can find on your Game and Frame broadcast on YouTube. Be sure to follow us on Instagram as well at Game and Frame. You'll certainly see the highlights of this one once it comes to an end. Edwards, I'd say, had the biggest play of the match in the first half with that save he had, forcing the ball over the net. That seems to be the clearest chance. Ruiz also had a play on the edge of the box, but wasn't on target. And a switch of the field for Dylan Woods. Cameron dribbling himself into danger, and he fouls Campisi. Quickly taken is a free kick. Danso. Koizo. Back to Koizo. Oh, awkward challenge there, excuse me. Afif. Good defensive effort from both sides up to this point to maintain those clean sheets. But one has to give. Just a matter of, will it be in regulation, or will we need extra time to decide a winner of the Northeast American North Conference? We'll have more subs to take place. Another incoming substitute taking place for Red Hook FC. This side coming from Brooklyn, New York, down to Long Island to play this final. And the sub does take place. Red Hook coach Sanchez trying to bring some energy into his side as number 11, James Hutchinson, comes on for Renegades, and he gives it away right away. Blaze wins it for Renegades, looking to put it across for the incoming run by Junior Rosero, deflected away from Ruiz, testing it from distance. The slide challenge, timed to perfection, and it lands in Red Hook's favor. No foul called by the main official. Quintanilla gets past one defender, looking to get past another, and he's taken down by Shukret. Blaze making room, cutting inside, not able to keep it on target. Into the 72nd minute of the match. Still no goal scorer in this one. Campisi dropping it down like a pillow. Back to Hutchinson. Looking for Afif, not on the same page. Solano. Risky ball there. Campisi read it well. The incoming challenge by Puerto. And Campisi takes one for the team there. And certainly this is too far to try it from this angle. But again, Red Hook has been the side dominating in terms of set plays. This looks like it's going to be crossed into the box all the way. Two defenders being placed on Junior Rosero. Campisi with the cross. And is not able to find an intended target. Will go out of play for a goal kick for Eric Edwards. Woods. Looking at the run by Cameron Blaze. Lucero can't get past the men in red. Koizo playing it back to Shukrov. Back to Rio Koizo. Now to Hutchinson. Campisi asking for it. He goes to Yusufi instead. Sané. Tagliafia. Being kept alive by Red Hook, but a foul by Hutchinson, I should say. And we have 15 minutes to play of the 90. Awkward match, really, for both sides. Neither really establishing dominance in this one. Back and forth. Not the cleanest of games either. Cameron dribbling himself into danger. Yusufi down the other way, but he has limited support. He has to go back, and now Campisi will get it down the wing. Being defended by Cameron Blaze, putting a cross into the box. Solano to it first, out to Shukrev. Shukrev avoids a challenge, he avoids another, and now over to Koizo, back to Shukrev, rebound. It is not able to be kept on target. But more promising action for Red Hook. Another sub is getting prepared for the away side, and we also need a ball. Looks like Edwards has recovered it already. Looks like Campisi will be the player to make way here for Red Hook FC. Among the better players on the field for the Brooklyn side will make way for this substitute. Puerto. Hutchinson sending it right back. Yusufi. Koizo does well to avoid the challenge. Tagliavia isn't able to keep it in play, but it lands anyway to Hutchinson. Hutchinson gets around one, isn't able to get around Dylan. Looks like Alberto Pangrazzi, makes way for another sub. Another player with the goal in their last match against Osners. He put the nail on the coffin to make it 5-0 at that stage of the game. Musa Danso over to Sané. Afif still running down the sideline, and he wins his side a corner kick. Red Hook continue their strategy of leaving two men on Rosero from these set pieces. We've seen it from multiple opponents now. Empire did the same, as they are well aware of the forward's prowess. But in the meantime, here comes the corner kick for Red Hook. Looking for a header. It's deflected out wide. Still in play. And now dribbles out of play for a throw-in. Red Hook has gotten close multiple times from these set pieces. Just not able to find the contact into the back of the net. Hutchinson with the long throw into the box. Solano 2 times. And Rosero is able to keep it in play, but over to the opponent it goes, who's not able to capitalize. About 10 minutes left in this one, in regulation. Sané wins that duel, but only for a temporary lapse as Ruiz is able to win it back for Renegades. Down the left side he goes. A couple of moves on his defender. Forced to go back, but now he's making his way forward again and wins himself a foul and another yellow for Red Hook. This one to Shukra. 10 more minutes in regulation to decide a winner. Will we see late game dramatics in this one? As evenly a match as you expected for a final. And both sides playing with a lot at stake. Red Hook defending their throne as conference champions and national champions. Red Hook has so far stood up to the challenge. Here comes Campos' direct shot. It actually was Rosero who took that, and it went far above the crossbar. Acha. Jerry Taglavia. Back to Jerry. Koizo. Further out wide to Yusufi. One-on-one with Dylan Woods. And then beautifully timed slide tackle by Woods. This throw-in not executed well, but it goes back out of play for another Red Hook attempt. Hutchinson will now look to go deep. Hutchinson sending it right back in. Koizo looking to do the same. Cameron didn't see the incoming challenge. He went to the ground, but it's a goal kick either way. Eric Edwards will have to put this back into play as we are in the dying minutes of this match. Even from start to finish. But we need a winner to decide a champion. That goes out of play. This crowd, once very energetic to start this match, has quieted down considerably. Dominated by the home team, of course. Acha over to Hutchinson. Danso. Targeting Afif. Afif wins that. Now putting a cross into the box, Edwards. Right where he needs to be to catch that one and win the ball and possession back for the home side. And they go right away to Dylan Woods. Woods looking for Rosero up top, too strong for the forward. 5 more minutes left in this one of the 90. If it stays this way, we will have 30 more minutes of action. The ref did blow his whistle. A little hostility there from the Red Hook player that was fouled on that occasion. Can't see clearly, but it looks like it was Sané. And the Renegades bench, of course, didn't like that. Good sportsmanship shown there as now we get prepared for this free kick. Hutchison with the execution into the box. Renegades on the other end of that one. Now Puerto looking for a target. Found it right away, and now this ball looking for Ocero. Too strong once again. The forward must be frustrated with the little passes that are actually sent in his direction and find the forward. Edwards with a long clearance into the crowd. Hutchison over to Pangrazi. Dropping it down to Yusufi. Yusufi, not a strong cross into the box. Ruiz drops it down, but Yusufi winning it back for Red Hook, and a foul is won there by the forward. Yet another extra time game it looks like we're gonna have. Some more pushing taking place in the box. Sportsmanship showing after the fact. It looks like each time a stop is put into the action. Now here comes a cross. Red Hook is not able to put it on target. And it'll be another goal kick. And it's very likely that we're going to go into extra time at this stage of the game. Renegades did it once, just last week. They may be forced to do it again. And if they're not able to, then we're gonna have to decide a winner after penalty kicks are taken. But we have some football to play until we get to then. Poya over to Cariel, lifting it up for Woods. Isn't able to find them. Hutchison right away to Koizo, keeping it alive. Only temporarily as Milton Campos surges for the offense for Renegades, as Puerto now sending it forward for Ruiz. Deflected away by Red Hook. And now the other way it goes to Pangrazi, dropping it down for his midfielder. Koizo not able to find the ball needed for Yusufi. Cariel Acha reads it well. Campos. Sufi forced to dive to keep that alive, but not able to keep it in possession. "90 minutes are over. Now what is left of this match will determine if we're going into extra time. Let's see how much time is added by the main official. Not a lot of stopping action in the second half. Renegades with maybe the last play of the regulation period. Foya lifting it forward for Ruiz. Afif. Back and forth. Summarizes this game. Red Hook could have now the last opportunity of the match. Afif on the right side, looking to get past the defender. The slide challenge by Solano forces a corner kick. And Red Hook has been threatening from these all game long. Could they have a walk-off moment of the season? And looks like it won't be a corner, it will be a long throw. So excuse me on that part. But either way, it goes into the box. And now it will be a corner, and the ref will allow it to take place. Final stages of regulation. Red Hook with the chance to find the opening, closing, and only goal of the match. Here comes the corner. It's a good ball into the box. Deflected and struck not well. Now the other way. Renegades counterattack opportunity. Rosero's not able to keep it in play. Ref takes a look at his watch. Not ready to blow his whistle. Looks like he's going to add another minute. We'll go into the third minute of added time. Sending it forward, but with no clear direction. There is the whistle. End of the 90. Extra time it'll be between first and second place of the Northeast American North Conference. New York Renegades and Red Hook are being held scoreless. We have 30 more minutes of game time headed to you on Game and Frame.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings, And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
And we are just about ready to get extra time started here from Game & Frame. Sousa Sports Complex. 30 more minutes of game time to decide a winner and champion of the conference. Not a lot of chances throughout this match, let alone goals. There has been no goal to separate our sides today. The first side to score might be the side to win. The way this game has gone. Don't look like any changes from either side. Be sure to make you aware if that does take place. For now, Pangrazi, the back pass, looking for, I believe that is Koizo, or Yusufi actually. No foul call by the referee. Red hook putting a cross into the box. Deflected out to Cariel's direction. Sané defending. Winning it back for red hook. Musa. Foul is finally called on Musa Danso. Renegades not happy with the call, but nonetheless, it's a free kick, middle of the field. Here's Sané. Looks like Cáceres has actually come on for Renegades at defense, center back, and takes over the captain's armband. Solano's night has come to an end. The defender had a very eventful game on defense. Massive part for Renegades not to have allowed a goal. Here's another part for Red Hook. Musa Danso heading it in the direction of the forwards, now attacking Yusufi. Back and forth has been the summary of this match. It lands for Puerto. And now Cariel looking to bring it across midfield. But he's taken down, not without a foul by Shukrev, who is on a yellow card. Cáceres. Cariel. Garcia granted the space, but instead Ruiz not out on the ball. Campos. Back to Foya. Puerto. Further out wide to Woods. Looking for the space, the timing. Out to Campos. Scored one game winner. Can he do it again? Now across into the box. And no one's there to put it into the net. We're not used to this sort of game from either of these sides. I'd say especially Renegades. They had an insane goal differential on the season. I'm going based off memory, 41 goals in favor, 8 against, if I'm not mistaken. Long clearance by Sidi Isa. All the way back to the opposing goalkeeper, Eric Edwards. Long ball sent from Cáceres, dealt with by Danso. Shukrev. Foya. 50-50 there, clean. Now Hutchinson over to Tagliavia. And Hutchinson not able to handle that one, gives it away. Puerto going down the other way, and a foul, must be a yellow. Yellow card is in the referee's hand. I haven't seen him actually assigned to the defender. Safe assumption, though, that Danso gets the second yellow of the match for Red Hook. And that challenge looks to have been a serious one. The physio was called right away. And some concerned teammates looking over Puerto, who took that fall. Angelo was subbed on to this match. Done so with the intervention. And luckily Puerto is back to his feet. We'll see if he's able to continue in this match. He looks okay enough to do so as he now jogs his way off the pitch, awaiting the clearance to come back on. Or not. I'm confused why he's allowed to remain in the match. He received attention. He should be on the touchline unless I am unaware of a final rule. Nonetheless, Puerto remains in the match. Cáceres over to Woods. And Woods commits a foul. Red Hook will get the ball down the other way as we look for the opening goal of this match still. Over 90 minutes played, still no goal. And a sub is going to take place here now. A surprising one. Cameron Blaze, who was a sub late in the second half, makes way for the newly subbed on player, whoever that may be. Mario Barrio Nuevo, sporting the number 25, one of the players that comes on. Campos looking to bring that ball with him forward. Instead, Red Hook continued to attack until the intervention there. Cariel sending it forward. City Isa off his line. Goalkeeper always willing to exit his net to make interventions. Now the powerful goal kick. Lands for Woods. Renaud Rances also subbed on to the match. Coach Boris Linares is looking for a spark. And an offside is called. Here's a cross looking for Sané. Dangerous part of the field to be messing with the ball here. And Ruiz, the only starting winger in this match, still for Renegades, now on possession, putting it across the box, looking for Puerto. Just out of his range. Otherwise, he would have been one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Out of play it goes once again. All signs are pointing to this game going to penalties at this point. But we have another 15 minutes to go, plus whatever's left of this first half of extra time. Two good, strong goalkeepers for both sides. And a corner is granted for Renegades. Everybody besides Eric Edwards on this side of the pitch. Sebastian Ruiz with the cross, the corner. Here it comes. Deflected. Second time around by the defense. Still up in the air. Lands for Renau. Puerto. Back to Woods. Looking now for Ruiz. Ruiz will be able to get to that one. One-on-one with Sané. Intervention to force the throw-in. Back into play right away. Barrio Nuevo. Over to Ruiz. Now Cariel. Campos from distance. Powerful strike, but way off target for the midfielder. He's looking to win it once again for the champions. We've got just a couple of minutes left of the first break, the first half of extra time. Renau Rancis down the right side. He has Cariel down the middle, and is read well by Danso. Intercepted. And now Pangrazi fouled. Doing his job up top. He scored one in the semifinal matchup. And looks like Danso is down. Signs of cramping from the defender. And the referee points out his watch to make everyone aware that he's aware of how much time is coming off. This is certainly not the game we expected when it came to these two in this match, but just goes to show how even this game has been. Very few clear shots on target on any sides of the pitch, but Eric Edwards arguably had the most crucial intervention, and that occurred in the first half of this match. Acha. Way off into the air. Garcia drops it down, deflected off of Afif. Cariel now looking for the ball for Ruiz. Sané forced to intervene once again and gives away another corner. And Sané is down now. Definitely some tired legs when it comes to dealing with a winger as fast and dangerous as Sebastian Ruiz Restrepo. And it looks like Ruiz won't be in charge of putting this cross this time around. It will be Puerto. Angelo Puerto with the corner from the left flank. And a foul called by the referee. Closing stages of the first half of extra time. Same story that we've seen throughout this game. We're now battling for possession, coming out on top, now sending it forward. Flashy for Renau, but doesn't do the job. Red Hook, get it back. Sent in the directions of the Red Hook forwards. 1 more minute left. We're actually in the 106th minute now. That's my guess, that we'll see another minute added for the time the players went down. Woods attacking, gliding down the right side over to Renau. Rances back to Woods. Now over to Milton Campos. Red hook, deflection lands in their favor. Now what can they do with it? Still red hook pushing forward with Afif, making a room for himself, that is. And some talking back and forth between the two sides. Now a bit of shoving going on here. And they continue going at it. Looks like it's just talking back and forth between the two sides. Neither's gonna actually do anything. They know what's at stake. And getting a red card at this stage of the game will be plain foolish and almost accepting defeat. Both linesmen on the pitch. Referee has a yellow card in his hand. And if I'm not mistaken, it's shown to Puerto. Campos was also in the area. Nonetheless, here comes the free kick from Sané into the box. Not a good cross. And there goes the whistle to send us into another break once we make our time for the second half of extra time. If it remains the same after the next 15 minutes, we'll have penalties decide our winner of the conference. And we'll see who books their way into the national playoffs in just a few minutes.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division I programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
And now we prepare for 15 more minutes. There's the whistle. 15 valuable minutes to decide a champion, or it'll be the penalty spot that will crown conference champion of the UPSL Northeast American North Conference. First place Renegades, second place Red Hook. 9 wins for both in the regular season. 1 draw for Renegades, 1 loss for Red Hook, and it came against the same opponent. They put up an even better fight this time around. They've lost 4 straight against the champions. They look to make a change today and seek their first win against this side in almost 2 years. Ruiz back to Cariel. Strong challenge there. Deflected off the Red Hook defender. This crowd, virtually everybody's still here from Sousa and Central Islip. Red Hook has a solid fan base that has made its way over from Brooklyn, and a cross comes in. Cariel cutting, driving, finding a man, and a shot! And there's the first action in quite a while. Sidi Isa forces the corner. Diving stop from the goalkeeper. And maybe that will wake our both sides up. Puerto preparing the corner kick. Here comes the execution. Sidi Isa first to it. Ruiz dropping it down, looking to keep the possession alive. Sebastian Ruiz putting in the box, looking for a header. Bouncing still, anybody's ball. Lands for Puerto, making room. Now Ruiz, second time around, looking for a cross to Renau. Timing that shot, but defender is to it first for Red Hook. The goalkeeper is down. And once again, the referee points to his watch. If this does go to penalty kicks, we have 2 of the best goalies in the conference. It's all going to come down to execution. But we have a little over 10 minutes to go before we get to that point. Woods trying to avoid that, putting a cross in the box. Defense to it first. Samuel Cáceres. That pass, ooh, what a move there by Garcia to win the challenge, and now Barrio Nuevo. Oh my God, behind Renau it was. The forward was wide open, it was just placed behind him. Cariel putting another cross in the box. Aiza safely into the goalie's gloves. Long, powerful kick in Yusufi's direction. Now we turn our attention to the other side of the half. Cariel, that took a bounce off the arm of Renau. (10:55 p.m. Eastern Time). We have another sub that's going to take place for the challengers, the away side. Jerry Tagliavia will make way for the sub to take place. Here comes the incoming player. Looks like it's 14. Here comes a cross. There's a header. Mamadou. Number 14 is a player that comes in for Red Hook. Here comes the champions with a cross looking for Renau. And lands for Puerto. What a pass here for Ruiz. Ruiz across the box. Renau is not able to put it on target. And the challenge coming his way certainly had to play a factor in that. Renegades inching closer every possession. Ruiz being the main contributor to this offense from start to finish. Woods, no nonsense clearance from the defender. Major difference from the spot of the throw-in by way of the referee. And a foul earned by Cariel. Over to Puerto. Certainly made an impact since coming on. Into the middle of the field, over to Matthews Cariel. Now further out wide to a wide open Dylan Woods, putting across. Looking for the header. Not well timed was the jump. And a stop in play and multiple men down on the pitch. Exhaustion seen everywhere. Humid weather here on Long Island, not making the air any easier to breathe. And now Woods back to his feet. We're waiting on Hutchinson now as the last man. And we'll resume play shortly. Anybody's game from this point forward. Renegades has numbers up the pitch. Renegades intercepts, dangerous side of the pitch. Renau isn't able to control the first time pass, but he'll be able to keep it in play. Renau looking for an opening, finds the cross. Nothing but red jerseys in the area, cleared as far as Cáceres. And that's a dangerous challenge. Foul called, no yellow shown. And Renegades have another free kick. It was Milton Campos goal in the 100th minute from a corner kick that brought Renegades to this position once again. Another set piece opportunity. Here's a cross, and it's not a good one. It'll go out of play for a goal kick. And we're 5 minutes away from penalty kicks. Unless one of our sides finds a winner, a player is down again. If I'm not mistaken, that's Hutchinson, who was a second half sub for Red Hook. We had a couple of second half subs now that were subbed back off the game. Cameron Blaze didn't see a lot of time after coming on, was replaced by Puerto and Rances. Now it is Hutchinson's turn to exit the pitch. A tense crowd here from Sousa Sports Complex in Central Islip. Any second, a goal could enter the net of either one of these goalkeepers. And if it doesn't happen in extra time, it'll happen in penalty kicks. Campos lifting it forward. Barrio Nuevo not able to win that one. Red Hook looking to go the opposite direction. That's deflected and it remains Red Hook ball. Just a couple of minutes left in this one. Coach Linares' side defending their title for the conference and the national championship. They're also defending an undefeated streak of 11 wins in a row. Beg your pardon, not wins, because they did tie the last game of the season, but 11 undefeated, no losses on the regular season or in the playoffs. And Woods looking to make it 12 in a row without a loss, but that cross is met by a defender once again. Now Red Hook has some of the fresher legs on the pitch. David Kamara did come on for Hutchinson. And now Mamadou making room for himself, not able to get past the defense. And now it's sent back into the direction of Mario. Cáceres. Puerto crossing midfield. Matthews. Campos. Campos still. And that lands to Puerto. Takes a shot. Isa with the punches to clear the goal. Pangrazi. And that's a challenge. That'll earn another foul. A stop and play only temporarily. Renegades looking to win it in extra time. They don't want penalties. They want to win it right now. And now it's Ruiz. Cross across the box. And it's not put into the back of the net somehow. But it looks like it was. Not sure if it was offside or the linesman was signaling for a goal kick. But Barrio Nuevo, with maybe the clearest chance of the whole game, is not able to beat City Isa. And we now have 30 seconds left of the 120 minutes granted. Yassin with the goal kick. It lands Red Hook's way. First and second place are looking likely to head into extra penalty kicks in this game. And still jockeying for possession. First and second. And it's Renegades' ball. The whistle will be blown any moment now. Up in the air it goes. Dropped down by Red Hook. And a desperate heave there. Red Hook might concede 2 penalties against the champions. Cáceres dribbling up the pitch, sending it into the direction of the forwards for Renegades. It drops for Shukwev. Mamadou sending Yusufi, not on target. Up the pitch they go. Dying minutes or seconds of this regular time. And into extra time. Ruiz wins a corner. Will it be all hands on deck for this set piece? And not without a final substitute to be made. Puerto exits, and Boris, Coach Boris that is, with a clear message, sending the big man, Javon Wa, up the pitch for this corner to be taken. Here it goes. It's short. And punted away by the defender, and it'll result in another corner. They'll try one more time. Ruiz into the box. Javon wins it. That's not where he wants to go though. Eric Edwards backpedaling, and Red Hook attacking, sending it down the other way over to David, and David's not able to keep it in play. There's the whistle. We have penalties to decide a champion, and we'll see who will lift the trophy at the end of the season. In just a few minutes, it'll be penalty spots, and it's coming your way next on Game and Frame.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish. Flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's a essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
And now we resume from the penalty spot. Matheus Cariel will be the first to execute. And Matheus shoots. And Matheus, bottom corner, scores the first penalty. And Renegades go up 1-0. We see our first ball go into the back of the net in today's game. And now, Youssef Afif will be the first man to step up for Red Hook. Subbed on in the second half of this match. Number 17 will face Eric Edwards. Can he match Cariel? Afif steps up. Afif straight down the middle. And it's 1-1. First two balls are scored in this otherwise scoreless game to crown a champion of the UPSL, Northeast American North Conference. And the next man to step up to the spot is Sebastian Restrepo Ruiz, the most dangerous man on the pitch for Renegades in this game. And as Sebastian, he steps up, he shoots, and he scores. City Isa guesses wrong. Ruiz down the right side for the second of Renegades. Now it'll be Navruz Shukrev looking to tie it up from the spot. We could see just one miss be costly here for one of our sides. Referee talking to Edwards, making sure he's on his line. And now it's Shukrev looking to beat Eric Edwards. Shukrev steps up. Shukrev shoots, and it's saved by Edwards! That could be costly, ladies and gentlemen. Edwards' mind games might have won his side the championship once again. And a powerful glove. with the first save and pens. Now over to Yassin Sidi Isa, who will look to even up the score. And it is the defender, the left back, Christian Garcia, who steps up now for number 3 for Renegades. It's a short kick. Or not. Now he steps back. Edge of the box. Garcia not making it clear, but his intention is clear. He shoots, and it's straight down the middle to be Sidi Isa once again. Now all they need is to score 2 more. And they are crowned back-to-back champions. And it is Pangrazi, the 9, the center forward, subbed in the second half as well. Edwards continuing to try to get in the mind of his opponent. It worked once. He'll do whatever it takes. Pangrazi just waits for that whistle. And there it is. Pangrazi steps up and he scores. Eric guessed right, but just too high for the goalkeeper to manage. And it'll be Barrio Nuevo next up with the 4th penalty kick for the defending champions. Yassin tasked with a very important save to keep his team's hopes alive. Here comes Mario. Barrio Nuevo shoots, and it's off the woodwork, off the crossbar, and Red Hook have life once again. And we're all even. Now it's Red Hook's turn to even up the score. And it's a defender, Isa Acha, the big man, with the big moment for his side. The first one to greet Barrio Nuevo is the captain, of course, Samuel Cáceres, as Acha prepares with the chance to defeat Edwards. Isa, Acha, and that's not well taken at all. Guess right. And it wasn't that hard for Eric Edwards to make the all-important save. And now, another defender, Javon Wah, steps up, just subbed on within the last few seconds of the extra time. And now, can Javon win it for his side, for them to be crowned back-to-back champions? Javon steps up, Javon shoots, and Javon scores! Javon scores and wins it. Renegades, back-to-back champions of the Northeast American North Conference. And back into the national playoffs they go. Eric Edwards, a hero once again. Saves 1, saves 2. And Renegades win back-to-back. Back to where they know they belong. And with the chance to defend their national championship. A day, a night to celebrate for our reigning champs. And we'll have, of course, the winners, the interview coming your way next on Game and Frame.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's a essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame,
Francis Argueta here for Game and Frame with the reigning champs, back-to-back UPSL Northeast American North Conference champions, New York Renegades. An undefeated season continues in penalties as this man right here saved 2 and 1 came off the woodwork for Mario Barrio Nuevo, but Renegades are crowned champions. And we'll start with Eric Edwards over here. A big game. You had a big save in the first half, did not go unnoticed. This was a tight game from start to finish. What put you guys over the top, and what were your emotions as those penalties were getting taken?
Well, I have an idea that this is going to come down to me because from how the game is going, and then when we go in the second half in extra time, I tell myself this is going to come down to me, so just keep focused and be ready for when my time comes.
And what goes through your mind when those guys step up? It seems like you're always confident that you can make any save that comes your way. What goes into play when you're stepping up in those moments?
Well, first you have to just prepare in the mind. That's where you start from. And then from there, you just execute on the pitch. Because I've been doing this a long time, so there's nothing new I think I can do now, but just do what I know and just try to save everything. That's what I'm in the goal for.
And how can you describe how you feel this moment, being a champion once again, and now defending your national championship next?
Well, first I have to give it off to the boys because they stood out and fought right through. So I have to give it out to them. And for me, words can't explain, but I just overjoyed. Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you, man.
And now, big man over here, Coach Boris Linares, with another team to be proud of, another moment to be proud of. What are your emotions now, Coach? Champion once again.
First of all, I want to thank God and also, the support from our fans. I think they helped. I mean, tip of the hat to them. They really, Red Hook, a well-disciplined team, came to give us everything. They would bend but not break. Hey, listen, I know everybody's coming at us, but we have to be the hunter, and I believe that, sometimes that's how it works. We got to keep going at them, and we kept on the pressure, and that's what we did. So we kept on the pressure, and then I know that in penalties, we got a hell of a goalie, so he's been in this before. We've been in tournaments like that before, and, we feel confident. We just got to get it in and, hope. We know that he's going to do something there.
And it was an uncharacteristic game because you guys are used to scoring a lot. They're used to scoring a lot. They just beat third place Osners 5-1 to get to this point.
Yeah.
What put your team over the top to stand strong against this team that wasn't giving up easy either?
I mean, it comes down to preparation, That's what we do. We prepare. I don't know, a lot of teams don't get it. Like, we will prepare for you. We'll take away what you like to do and make you uncomfortable what you're doing. So that was the whole point. Defensively, a lot of people just focus on our offense, but they don't understand our defense. And so that's what happens. So, we're just fortunate that we keep pumping and the teams keep coming at us, and it's not easy. But you know what? When we come out of here into nationals, we feel good. We feel good. We're going to make that run. We're going to make that run. It's our title. That's the way we look at it. That's the attitude we have to a man here. It's our title. People want it. No, we're the hunter, not the same way. We're not prey. We're the hunter.
And one last question. How long can your team celebrate this before you're locked into that national championship title that you look to defend?
Yeah, no, I'm going to let the guys celebrate today, have a day off, tomorrow's Sunday, so obviously we're not working. And Monday we're going to take a day off too, and then Tuesday we're back to the lab again, looking to see who we're going to be facing and start our preparation, But we're coming. We're not going away, So we're coming. We're focused. It's ours, like I said, and that's our attitude. It's ours until someone says otherwise.
Coach, champion once again, back-to-back New York Renegades, first place, undefeated still. And now next up is defending the national championship. For Game and Frame, my name is Francis. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.